Hello everyone. I come today, or come right now, with a heavy heart. I'm in the back in Walmart parking lot, where a year ago, almost to today, it was Father's Day, so 6 days out, where I got to see my kids for the first time in a long time, but I had to do it when I called the cops. And I had interactions with my ex-wife, text her the day before that it was my right to see the kids on Father's Day from 9 to 6. No response. I called her, no response. Father's Day morning, I text her, let her know that I was going to where we're going to meet, where I'm sitting in the exact parking spot, and no response. I called her, no response. I got here and texted her and said that I was going to call the cops if she didn't respond to me or didn't bring the kids to me. No response. I texted her one more time that I was going to call the police. Didn't know what else to do. I hadn't seen my kids in forever. She wouldn't let me see them. So the last thing I wanted to do, call the police. Didn't know what else to do. So I called the police, and they came, and they pulled in, they crossed to where I'm sitting, and I showed them the documentation from the court papers that said that I had the right to see the kids on Father's Day from 9 to 6. And the gentleman called my ex-wife. She answered. They use some type of app that makes it look like it changes the area code to whatever your area code is from. That way it looks like it's somebody that you know calling. She answered, engaged with them, basically told them that she wasn't coming, and they told her that you don't have a choice. I mean, this is an agreement, a court order, and so she said that she would be here. Before she got here, the new husband came flying in, arms waving. The heck's going on? What are you doing? So the officer tried to get him to go by his car and started talking and talking. By this time, there was two more other police officers here. And then he talked to him for a little while, and then a little bit later, my ex-wife got here with the kids in the car, and she came. I was standing out with the police, and her new husband was on the other side of the parking lot. I mean, not too far away, and he was in his truck, or standing outside of his truck, and my ex-wife comes up and says all kind of stuff, that want to see my license, and I have a warrant out for my arrest. All this stuff was just not true. And then we talked, me and my ex-wife and myself and then the cops, and the kids were in the car, and the police officer asked her to go get the kids so I could see the kids for today. And she said, "No, you do it," to the police officer. And the police officer was like, why do you want to put the kids in a negative spot, or put the police officers in a negative light? And she's like, "Well, I don't care, you would do it." And then her new husband is screaming across the thing, have him do it. So I walked over to the car, opened the back door. Kids are sitting there still buckled, crying, screaming tears. And we talked to him, tried to get him out. The police officer's like, "Well, buddy, you gotta get out." And of course, her new husband is taping this on his camera or on his phone, and the police try to push him away, and he's like, "Oh, okay, you're pushing me away. I can't wait till I show this to the police." And then they tell him to get the heck out of there, and he's like, "Oh, you're swearing at me now. No, I really can't wait to see the thing." So they get him back to his car or his truck as we're working through this, and he continues to scream, and they tell him that if he doesn't shut his mouth, they're going to take him to jail. And then the kids are screaming even more, "Oh, be quiet! We don't want you to go to jail. Be quiet!" And my ex-wife tells him to just shut up. So we get him out of the car, and the police officer, they finally agree to get out, because he's like, "Yeah, you're either gonna unbuckle you or you're gonna unbuckle yourself." And so get out, and the police officer was very, very nice. We had a conversation, that your dad doesn't want to do this. He just doesn't have any other options. He loves you and wants to see you. So they're bawling. So I decided I'll take him to Walmart here and Dunkin' Donuts, and we got a cup of coffee. Of course, they're like, "We don't want to go with you. Why are you making us do this?" They're bawling. Just feel horrible. Didn't know what else to do. Didn't have any other options. So come back out, and we're in there about a half hour. Come back out, and he's still here. And then he finally leaves, and the cops were still here, and they just, gave me instant report and said, just enjoy the day with your kids. So we went to the house, and they spent a little time with me, and then I'd take them to baseball. My son had a baseball tournament, so I had to take him to that, and more happened after that, and I will tell you about that later on. But just want to reach out to everybody and know that sometimes the right thing is the hardest thing to do, but stay strong and it will work out, I promise. Have a good rest of your day. Live with no limits and know that it's going to get better. Talk to you soon.